Oscar-winning actor whose studied portraits ranged from reluctant heroes to conniving villains and included what is considered one of the greatest sports movies of all time in Hoosiers, has died at the age of 95. Hackman was found dead with his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and their dog when deputies performed a welfare check at their New Mexico home around 1:45 p.m. Thursday. Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office spokesperson Denise Avila said. Foul play was not suspected, but authorities did not release circumstances.
Because you're not really in the kind of pretty mold of Robert Redford of the superstar, are you?
I don't know. I thought I was.
Perhaps you're not quite as pretty as Robert Redford. Do you think that the average American, for instance, identifies with
of their deaths, and said an investigation was ongoing. Loosely based on an Indiana high school basketball team in the 1950s as the 1986 film, Hoosiers, features Hackman starring as Coach Norman Dale, a man who was given a second chance at coaching after his first one ended for striking one of his players years earlier. Hackman leads the small school Hickory Huskers on an unlikely run through the Indiana high school basketball tournament, winning the title over Big City South Bend Central.
You more than he does with Redford or McQueen?
I have no idea. I ask myself that every morning when I shave. What are you doing in this business? You know, you're on a path. Go steal the money before they finally take a good hard look at you.
On a buzzer beater by Gene Chitwood. Hackman unanimously thought the movie would end his career, but the film instead was widely lauded. It was voted as the best sports movie of all time by the Associated Press in 2020 and is the number 4 sports film according to the American Film Institute. Hackman was a frequent and versatile presence on screen from the 1960s until his retirement. His dozens of films included Academy Award favorites, The French Connection, and Unforgiven, a breakout performance in Bonnie and Clyde, a classic bit of farce in Young Frankenstein, a turn as the comic book villain Lex Luthor in Superman, and the title character in Wes Anderson's 2001 The Royal Tenenbaums. He was a 5-time Oscar nominee, and his wins for The French Connection and Unforgiven came 21 years apart. His death comes just 4 days before this year's Academy Awards ceremony. Although self-effacing and unfashionable, Hackman held special status within Hollywood. He embodied the ethos of doing his job, doing it well, and letting others worry about his image. Beyond the obligatory appearances at awards ceremonies, he was rarely seen on the social circuit and made no secret of his disdain for the business side of show business. He was an early retiree essentially done, by choice, with movies by his mid-70s and a late bloomer. Hackman was 35 when cast for Bonnie and Clyde, and past 40 when he won his first Oscar. When not on film locations, Hackman enjoyed painting, stunt flying, stock car racing and deep sea diving. In his later years, he wrote novels and lived on his ranch in Santa Fe, New Mexico, on a hilltop looking out on the Colorado Rockies, a view he preferred to his films that popped up on television. I'll watch maybe 5 minutes of it, he once told Time magazine, and I'll get this icky feeling, and I turn the channel. It was a thrilling Wednesday evening of Premier League action, as we saw multiple heavyweights face each other in matches that could go some way to ironing out the title race, the top 4 and everything beyond that.